there. It's exactly 6 p.m. East African time in the building as far as the sports is concerned. Nevertheless, we also really want to apologize because of that temporary inconveniences which do happen right there. But the good thing is we are bounced back right here. Emmanuel actually is my name as far as sports is concerned at Lighter TV here. I also want to welcome each and everyone back from watching all the different programs of Lighter TV as far as that they began right there. You speak about the morning breeze, you speak about news bulletin, student hour, and that is community engagement right there. This one is particularly all about the sports. To start it from usual as it's concerned, today is 26th of February 2026 right here. Probably the second last day of the month of February right here in the building. The biggest amazing thing is that is Koboko schools are called for that is a serious preparation as far as the USSA games are concerned. West Nile Regional League returns this weekend with a lot of games which are on card. Amazing one is Stambit Uganda Cup are bringing for you 2 games on card today, right there. As far as the Elite Championship is concerned, draws were made down there. That is in a GNS Plaza Hotel down in that is Mengo right there in Kampala. At the Cup Continental Championships, a lot of things are transpiring right there since the Cup president Mamlende Sandanda is set at home to welcome State Malians at that is international levels. Straight away our focus at the UEFA Champions League last night. A lot of things were on ground as far as the UEFA Champions League is concerned. To start it straight away from home, Koboko secondary schools are called for that is a serious preparation ahead of USSA tournament for the 2026 edition down here in Koboko district. This one comes through the vice USSA chairperson Mr. Abima Rahman right there, who did openly come out boldly in press conference, said secondary schools with the support of their head teachers to come seriously and add players in their systems for the good competitiveness of the district tournament right there. Very good initiative as a reminder from the USSA chairperson of Koboko district right there. Very big game at Nyarlo Primary School playing grounds as far as Koboko Rising Stars in their trial game ahead of Koboko Soccer Academy down there at Nyarlo Primary School playing grounds. All these are what are transpiring within Koboko. Like Aaron that I did tell you, Third Division West Nile League returns this weekend with very big game that is Divine Palace down in Odramachako at the borderline between Uganda and the DRC right there. If you look at clubs as far as the building of themselves are concerned, you speak about one club in the names of Odramachako Central Football Club. They did acquire the services of their former head coach who departed ways with the club last summer, making his dispute to St. Mary's of Stadium Pakwati Young Stars in the names of Lolo. His return added a lot of weight into the team with a lot of experience guys being added. Lately, we did see yesterday them unveiling the former goalkeeper of Coach Abbott, also unveiling Asiku from Araka Football Club and Asio from Araka Football Club. All these are good additions to make sure they make the Third Division League, West Nile Regional League competitive as far as it is concerned right. They are taking our focus to that is a Stambik Uganda Cup. A lot of games had been played. We did see Pajule Lions were edged by Vipers by 6-0 yesterday at the Greenlight Stadium. Non-league registered team that is Football Classroom were ejected in round of 32 by Ondo Paraka Football Club after when 90 minutes did end 0-0 on penalty shootouts. 5-4 for the home sides of Caterpillars at Arua City in Greenlight Stadium right there. Also today we have seen a lot of games, in fact 2 games on card. You speak about Maroons Football Club welcoming that is Kumi United at Maroon Stadium Luzira, and the second game is also a game between UPDF versus that is a NEC Football Club at the Bombo Barracks ground right there. We're here to see whether official communications and as far as which team is to concern, in fact which team is to proceed. We did see teams like KCCA after edging past games which were played in Football Big League. We did see at Bugolobi, the Coffee Grounds, Katita were beaten at home by Soltilo Bright Stars. Meanwhile, at the Barcross Stadium, by the Black Angels, to winners of Mbale Heroes. Iganga United at Iganga Saza Grounds were 2-1 winners over West Nile Based Club on Topraka Football Club, and Kataka Football Club at Mbale City Stadium were 2-0 winners over, that is Bunyanguru United Football Club, and Karo Karunji were held on 1-1 draw against their rivalries, that is Kigezi Homeboys at Chiamate playing grounds right there. Also another encounter between Wakiso Giants at Ham Stadium went riot to beat, that is Chinda Boys by a goal to nil at Ham Stadium, Natbobo right there. A lot of goals have been registered as far as Tunga Saze and Navy Central game is concerned at Mikiana Saza ground. Tunga Saze beating, that is at Navy Central by 4-1 right there. Not forgetting Young Elephants at Elephant Park in Noya went past, that is Black Powers, the table leaders by a goal to nil right there. Before we summarize things, let us have a look on, that is the table standing of Football Big League. After when Black Powers were edged at Noya Park by Young Elephants, they are sitting top of the table with, that is 29 points. Second is Tunga Saze with 28 points, only a point difference separating either sides right there. And Chigezi Homeboys are also sitting at the third position with 26 points, not forgetting Kataka, Soltilo Bright Stars, Bunyanguru United, Young Elephant Academy of Noya, not forgetting that is the Paida Black Angels, Iganga United, Wakiso Giants, and Navy Central, Chinda Boys. In relegation battle, West Nile Basic Club, that is the Ondo Parka Football Club, we have Katida United, not forgetting Karo Karunji, and last team on log is a team in the names of Mbale Heroes Football Club right there. A lot of things I have to say transpired as far as it is concerned right there, but the most amazing one is all about full drop of football boys and girls, 7th edition of, that is Elite Championship, which are held down there in GNS Plaza Hotel in Mengo right there, with a lot of draws which transpired right there with the likes of Omario Bosco, the USSA Communication Director, just as Mugisa, all taking part in that official launch right there. The event is the 7th USSA Elite Championship. We have the date for this game to kick off is tomorrow, 27th of February, up to March of that is 2026 right there. The host school this time around is Janan SS Bombo, and the games which are going to take place include football, that is both, in fact, football for boys and netball, we have volleyball, basketball, handball, and we have baseball right there. As far as the draws are concerned, in Group A, a lot of experienced schools are right there, making a lot of headlines to see which group is the group of them as far as it is concerned right there. In Group A, we have Budo SS, we have Menta SS, we have Giadondo SS, we have Fort Portal SS, and the host, that is Janan Senior Secondary School Bombo right there. In Group B, we have, that is St. Mary's Boarding School Chitende, we have Bukadia Comprehensive, Uganda Matters High School Lubanga, not forgetting that is Standard High School Zaina, and Kawembe Muslims. All the schools which have registered for this year's Elite Championship seems to be all teams which are experienced, and you look at that semi-finalists, Ginger Progressive are not part of the team, in fact are not part of the league as far as the 7th edition is concerned right there. And in girls category, Group A has that St. Noah Girls Zaina, we have Nkoma Girls, we have Bukedia Comprehensive, and St. Catherine Girls, Kazo SS right there. In Group B, also another amazing group as far as the girls groupings are concerned right there. Kawembe Muslims, we have Uganda Matters High School Lubanga, not forgetting that is Sema Girls, Standard High Zaina, and that is Panyadoli Self-Helper Senior Secondary School right there. That is for the Elite Championship right there. The playing grounds are some include, that is Janan SS, the two pitches are going to be used. All you speak about, that is the Buyengo grounds. Bombo Barracks are also going to be one of the fields where these games will be played. You speak about, that is the Nkonto Community Ground, and the Standard High Zaina Ndeje Campus is going to be one of the playing grounds that they are going to use for 2025-2026. That is USSA Elite Championship right there. Within that is Africa, you speak about the CAF Champions League quarterfinals are official out with amazing draws. The CAF president, Mamelodi Sundowns, is set at home to welcome that is State Malians, not forgetting RS Berkane will be sitting at home to welcome that is Al Hilal. And in one of the games we shall be seeing AS FAR will be welcoming the champions, the Pyramids of Egypt. And AS Tunis of Tunisia will be welcoming Al Ahly right there in one of the last quarter-final games to proceed as far as the edition is concerned. Taking our focus straight to that is UEFA Champions League Wales to Europe. Amazing things were held right there. We did see on Tuesday a lot of games. Atletico Madrid went right by beating that is Club Brugge of Belgium by 4 goals to 1. Newcastle were 3-2 winners over FC Karabakh, and Bayer Leverkusen were held on 0-all draw against the Olympique Marseille of France. And Inter Milan of that is Italy were trailed at home at San Siro Stadium by Bodo Glimt of Norway right there. And yesterday, the drama continues where we did see Atlanta at home went riot by beating team that is Borussia Dortmund of Germany by 4 goals to 1. We have Juventus were 3-0 winners against that is Galatasaray of Turkey, which took them up to extra 20 minutes, in fact 30 minutes right there, after seeing the first leg in this game ended 5 goals to 2 in favor of that is Galatasaray. And yesterday night, Juventus, after when they were reduced by a man, then they had to come to equalize things and level aggregator 5-5 after beating Galatasaray by 3 goals to 0 before them going to extra minutes right there. And in the last extra minutes, we did see the Nigerian forward, that Victor Osimhen, pushing the lead for that is a Turkey side Galatasaray being labeled matters or else things being doubled by their star guy to make it 5-7 on aggregate for team that is Galatasaray right there. PSG were also held at in fact in France derby by Monaco by 2, in fact on a 2-all draw. You speak about Real Madrid at their own turf were 2-1 winners over that is Benfica Football Club right there. A lot of things, a lot of speculations are transpiring as far as it is concerned. Before we go into those speculations, let us have a look at that is the teams which have made it finally through to round of 16 as far as the UEFA Champions League is concerned. You speak about the Arsenal Football Club of that is England, then Bayern Munich of that is Germany. We have Liverpool Football Club of England, Tottenham Hotspurs of England, Chelsea Football Club of England, Manchester City. England seems to be dominating at European Champions League right there. That is why we have seen up to 6 teams, in fact up to 4 teams of England made their qualification directly. You speak about Chelsea, Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool and Arsenal, up to 5 clubs before they are joined by Newcastle on a playoffs right there. We have Sporting Lisbon of that is Portugal right there, and there are 8 teams which have joined them in round of 16 through playoffs, include Atletico Madrid of Spain. You have a team in the names of Newcastle Football Club of that is England, Bayer Leverkusen of that is Germany, Bodo Glimt of Norway, Atalanta of Italy, Galatasaray of Turkey, the defending champions PSG of France, and finally we have Real Madrid of Spain right there. The draws are going to be official out tomorrow. That is 5 a.m. When it comes to East African time, that one will be 2 p.m. East African time. Is going to be the draws. We are waiting to see who will be passing who right there. That is down in Switzerland, the headquarters of UEFA right there in Switzerland right there. Still in Europe, UEFA Europa League games shall be tonight with incredible and a lot of games are coming on here. We're up to 3 games coming at the same time. We have a quarter minutes to that is 9 p.m. We shall be seeing that is a Crevena attacking it with the, that is Lodz. We have Victoria up against that is a Panathinaikos. We have VfB Stuttgart of Germany will be welcoming that is Celtic right there. At 11 p.m. we shall be seeing Jet of Portugal sitting at home to welcome Dynamo Zagreb. We have Nottingham Forest of England will be sitting at home to welcome Fenerbahce of that is down there. We have Bologna will be sitting at home to welcome Rennes. These are the games which are coming on your way in the League 2 playoffs of Europa League right now. Not forgetting about the UEFA Conference League, we shall be seeing also AZ Alkmaar sitting at home to welcome Noah Ndeli. Lecce Parisien will be sitting at home to welcome Coupe. We have Crystal Palace of England will be sitting at home to welcome Zirinjski. We have Lausanne will be sitting at home to welcome that is Sigma. We have Rijeka will be sitting at home to welcome Omonia. We have Fiorentina will be sitting at home to welcome that is Balskok right there in that is a Conference League, UEFA Conference League. Amazing things are happening as far as the speculations and the stories of transfers are concerned. Manchester United have started talks with their English midfielder Kobbie Mainoo to open talks with to open way for this guy to explore his talent by giving him new contract right there. Remember, Kobbie Mainoo had not been getting time under the head coach of the Portuguese international Ruben Amorim, but the current legend of Manchester United, Michael Carrick, has introduced him into the systems. FC Barcelona in talks with that is Norwich City to sign their senior player in the names of Tavares right there. Manchester United are interested on that is English midfielder Morgan Gibbs from that is Nottingham Forest, of which Forest are demanding Manchester United of not less than 70 million pounds right there. And Sandro Tonali could leave Newcastle this summer. We are waiting whether he will be joining Manchester City, Bayern Munich, not forgetting Real Madrid, who are all interested in this star Italian guy right there. And lastly for you in the building here is all about Calvin Phillips, that the English midfielder at Manchester City is about to live in Manchester City on a permanent basis to join that Turkish side Galatasaray. He will be the third player from Manchester City joining Galatasaray. You speak about Leroy Sané, you speak about Eke Gundogan, who is right there. If his move comes through right there, this is all we brought for you about Sports Edition right here at Lighter TV. We really want to appreciate. Thanks for watching Lighter TV. Keep following Lighter TV for the next programs of Lighter TV. For you to locate Lighter TV and you want your connections and access to Lighter TV, just come away meters, in fact a few meters away from main roundabout of Koboko town, opposite Kausar Mok, along that is Koboko Yumbe Moyo Road right there. All things shall be available for you at Lighter TV. You speak about live streaming your issues, doing what, bringing the aspect, and it is all about connecting the community of Koboko to outside the world. This is Sports Edition with me, Ajile Emmanuel. Hope to enjoy the next upcoming program of that is Lighter TV.